G'day guys, in today's video I'm having a look at the new PS2 emulator available on Android, AetherSX2, which is available on the Play Store, and the compatibility of it seems to be pretty reasonable. Right now I'm using this on a Poco F3, and if I've hit Simpsons Hit and Run, I did try Tony Hawk. It does do the initial intro but then doesn't go to a black screen from there. So I'll load up something that I know that works. You will be getting this message here saying that you shouldn't essentially be paying for it. And if I load up a save state, which is very simple to do, you can see we're running pretty reasonably.
All right, player one, Homer.
And up in the left-hand corner here, we're running at 1280 by 896, so it is slightly upscaled. And as you can see, it performs
I have road rage and I know how to use it.
pretty damn well. And if I enable or toggle the frame limiter, it runs slightly faster, so you can see that this game's basically running it nearly at maximum capacity or maximum power anyway. Which, being we're running a PS2 emulator on an Android phone, that's pretty good. Quit out of here and go to Jack and Daxter. Go to load state. I'll go okay. And right now we're running at about 60 FPS at 1024 by 896. It does seem to struggle at certain points during the opening level with this one. But then again, as I said, it's a PS2 game running on an Android device, which is pretty decent. And if I enable frame limiter off, we're running in nearly double FPS actually, so that's not bad. What other games have we got on here? Now, Final Fantasy VII. Didn't actually do a save state on this, but this game's fairly glitchy, does have issues. Drops down to as low as about 20 FPS. Dark Cloud's another, almost a launch title that I'm used to. Or in my mind it's a launch title, I don't believe it actually is. We go here. Running around 50 FPS. And that is slightly upscaled. Go here. And if we quick load to some combat, if I can remember how to combat. So at a quick glance, this game does seem to be pretty playable on the Poco F3 running the Snapdragon 865. This also has 6 gig of RAM. So with performance like this already, it is looking very promising for this emulator. We go to something that's slightly more demanding. And actually it won't quite go there. This one here's another launch title, which if I turn off or go save state. This one's struggling a little bit. Running between about 40 and 60 FPS. And that's at native resolution. So you can definitely tell the audio is definitely not smooth. I do find the GameSir X2 controller that I'm using here, the Bluetooth one, this one I didn't have to configure at all to get it to control perfectly fine on AetherSX2. So simply just turning it on, having it connected as normal, it detects it. I don't seem to have any issues with it at all. I'll quit out of here and go Burnout Dominator. And load the state. So some graphical issues, as you can see up here, we don't actually have the sky texture loaded at the moment. Turbo off. Turbo on, turbo off really makes no difference in this game on this particular model of phone. So not quite full speed of this game. But it'll be enough to probably scratch that itch, or you can just play one of the original Burnouts or possibly Burnout Takedown. So at a quick glance, it does seem to be performing extremely well. It's exceeded my expectations of the game. Of the emulator. I was expecting it to go considerably worse in performance. Granted, the PS2 is now fairly old, but at the same time, it is fairly demanding to emulate, especially for mobile devices. And with nothing else really out there, it's definitely exceeded my expectations. Anyway, if you've got a Poco F3, possibly even the Poco X3 Pro, I believe they run the Snapdragon 865 as well, definitely might be worthwhile checking out AetherSX2. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.